Welcome to my planted aquarium regenerating chemical media section. And the reason why I'm starting off with showing you this simple step, which is taking the media out of the filter, is just to show you why I decided to separate my chemical media into one of these aqua clear power filters, because it's so easy to take out. You can see when it needs to be changed, and it's very easy to take out to regenerate it. Instead of having it in one of your canister filters, it's a bit of a chore to disassemble your canister filter to take out the media, because now all you have to do is take it out simply by popping this section out here. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to unplug the filter like that, and all I have to do now is pop it out and put it in the basket. And you can see that it does need changing. So you can quickly see that needs changing. Instead of in the canister filter, you can't quite see when it needs to be changed as easily as putting it in an aqua clear here. So on to the next step. Welcome to the next step of regenerating chemical media. And we're just in the laundry room here. And first of all, you'll notice I got a little bio bag here. That's not chemical media, but I just had the space in the filter, so I threw that in as well for a little extra biological filtration. But I just introduced a second canister filter in my filtration system, so I'm not going to use this anymore. I'm just going to dedicate my aqua clear filter solely for my chemical filtration media, which is Phosguard and Purigen. So enough about that. So the next step, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to clean the chemical media out as good as possible. So just by rinsing it out like this, getting all that gunk out of here first before you're going to put the bleach in. So that's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to be a little while, so instead of just showing you constantly doing this, I think you get the idea. Just clean out the solid waste that's accumulated in this media as best you can before you're ready to introduce the bleach solution to regenerate the media. So I'm going to need both my hands for that. So all I'm going to be doing is constantly doing that, and we'll pick up on step 3 when I'm done with this section. See ya. Hey, welcome to the next section of regenerating the chemical media. We're ready to put the bleach solution in. And again, this is a very simple step. The only thing you got to remember is you want plain, simple bleach with no perfumes or anything like that, just regular bleach. That's it. And you just got to put half bleach and half water into this, into a plastic container containing the media. And you just throw it in. So I'll just see if I can open this up here. All right, we got it open. And so in goes the bleach. And an equal amount of water. And just pardon me for a second. And it doesn't have to be bottled water or anything like that. I just had these spare bottles of water hanging around. Just show you. So like this is approximately 1 liter of bleach, and these 2 bottles here are 1 liter of water. So I'm going to throw that in. 1, 2. Like I said, this could be tap water. It doesn't really matter. And just kind of slosh it in there. And now all you got to do is just leave this in here for 24 hours. And you'll actually see this start getting white as new, even within a couple of hours. But they suggest 24 hours, the manufacturers, so that's what I'll do. So I'll basically leave this overnight in the bleach solution. And tomorrow we'll pick up with the next step. Okay, now we're on the next step on regenerating Purigen and Phosgard, which is the chemical media that I use. What I've done was I've already rinsed these 2 bags out thoroughly, and that's very important. I spent about 5 minutes running these bags under tap water, making sure that as much as the bleach solution as possible is out of the bags. And now these bags are back in this container, plastic container, and it's just regular tap water that's in there right now. And now this is very important. What you'd have to do is put in type of dechlorinator, and it just can't be a regular dechlorinator. It has to be either prime or safe, because the dechlorinator can have something called, I think it's chloramine, or there's some kind of chemical in other types of water conditioners that can react with the chlorine in the water and make a bad byproduct for your fish. So it has to be safe. This is what I use here, or prime, one of those 2. I use safe because it's more economical. And the amount I use, well, there's about 2 liters of water in this bucket, in this container. And what I've kind of determined is enough is basically half a teaspoon of safe. Put it in there. And you let it, just let these bags sit in the safe and water solution overnight, and your chemical media will be dechlorinated from the bleach. And what I also do is chlorine, if you evaporates or comes out of solution out of the water in time, and what helps that is if you agitate it. So what I had is I have a spare air filter that I don't use anymore. And if you don't have one, I don't think it's really important, but what I'll do is I'll also throw this in here and plug it in, and the bubbling will just help the chlorine come out of the water a little better as well. So again, if you don't have an air pump, I don't really think it's important. The important thing is that you put the dechlorinator in there, which again must be either prime or safe. Let this sit overnight, and your chemical media, namely Purigen and Phosgard in this case, should be safe to put back into your aquarium filters. And see you on the next step. Hey, welcome to the final step on regenerating chemical media. And in this example, it's Purigen and Phosgard. It's the next day. I've just turned off the air pump, and as you can still see, it's all nice and white and clean. And the only thing to do is maybe just to be sure, for peace of mind, we can just test the water in here for chlorine, just to make sure. Wait about 30 seconds. As you can see, it's the very middle indicator, and if it stays nice and white, that's going to show no chlorine whatsoever. You can see from this test here. The indicator. And total chlorine, as you can see, is 0. So, looks like it's safe to put back into the aquarium. And just a note, just take a note, when you open up the Purigen has a distinct smell. And so you may think that it actually still has bleach in it after you've cleaned it, mistaking the smell of Purigen for bleach. So just try to remember what the Purigen smells like once you've opened it, because right now I can tell you it does have a smell, and just don't mistake it for bleach. And that's it. This stuff. Oh, and another thing, Fosguard. This is like these two are like spare chemical media. So what I do is I have one in the filters and one set I just have ready to go clean for the next time I need it. Fosguard can be stored in a dry place, but you might want to store the Purigen moist, say in a Ziploc bag. Keep it moist, because I hear it could the beads of Purigen could dry up a bit and crack. So just a note, if you're going to store clean Purigen after you've cleaned it, maybe just store it moist in say in a sealed Ziploc bag. And that's about it. That's all I have to do. See ya.